guys, let's get straight into it. So I've got my hairband here from Shein. If you guys have not seen my Shein haul, everything that I got for my hen and my bridal shower, then check that out on my TikTok, link down below in the description. So first product we're going to be putting on our face is the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Primer, and I'm going to be rubbing that in with my hands. The next product that I'm going to be using is Adelaine Morin X Tarte palette. As you can see, it's very well loved. I'm then going to go ahead and get a fluffy brush and put it in Mama Morin, and then I'm going to basically put that all over my lid, and that's going to be acting as a base color for the rest of the look. And again with the fluffy brush, I'm going to be putting that into Contour from the Adelaine X Tarte palette. I'm going to be concentrating this shade in the outer corner of my eye, but also dragging it in just a smidge into the middle and then blending that out. Moving on to our next shade, I'm going to be putting a flat angled brush into the blush, which is called I Feel Beautiful. I'm going to be putting that on the inner corners of my eyes and then dragging that out just a tad. This is going to be acting as our first layer of pink. Going in with a flat angled brush and putting it into Beat Bop. I'm going to be putting this underneath my waterline and dragging it out, almost giving myself a wing. But then we're going to be getting a fluffy brush and blending the Beat Bop shade out in the outer corners only. And that will be us done with the Adelaine X Tarte palette. Okay, moving on to our new palette. So I've got the Kylie X Balmaine palette. I'm going to be blending two different shades of the shimmer pink. So it's the pale pink and then the darker pink together. And I'm going to be concentrating these two shades from the inner corner of my eye to the center of my eye, giving that sunset glow. Just going to add my favorite Chit Chat shimmer dust into the inner corners of my eye just to brighten up my eyes a bit more. Now that we're finally finished with all the eyeshadow, I'm moving on to eyeliner. So I'm grabbing myself my Vivid Matte NYX Cosmetics eyeliner and just drawing a simple line with it. Finally, moving on to the face, I'm going to be using my green color correcting product from Collection. This is to help counteract any redness on the face, so any blemishes, which is what I'm using it for, or any redness on the face. And then I'm going to use a beauty blender and just blend that all out. I swear this is the last thing for the eyes. So we're moving on to the lashes. I'm going to be using the lash glue that is Superdrugs brand, and then I'm going to be using a half lash to concentrate on the outer parts of my eyes, as I'm wanting to give sort of like this shadow look. Moving on to the brows, I'm getting my e.l.f. product that I use religiously. It's like my favorite thing ever, and an angled brush and drawing a simple line at the base of my eyebrows. And then I'm going to be using the Got To Be glue wand and using that to brush my brows up, as well as blend in the e.l.f. brow product as well. I completely forgot about the mascara. So I'm using the Maybelline New York High Sky waterproof mascara, and I'm going to concentrate this on my bottom lashes mainly because my top lashes are so full, but I don't want to completely ignore my top lashes because I'm obviously going to have to blend my natural lashes into the falsies. Okay, we're now moving on to the face. So we're going to be using the Maybelline New York Instant Age Eraser. So I'm going to be using this shade as my bronzer. So I'm also going to be using this to add shadow to my face, but also to warm up my face as well. Going in with the concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Eraser Concealer, and I'm going to be putting this on any high points of my face or any areas that I feel like that need to be brightened, so like underneath my eyes, and then the bridge of my nose and my forehead and my chin, which I feel like would be a little bit more lighter, as those are the high points of my face. I'm going to go in with my Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation, and I'm going to be using a foundation brush to first just blend this all in just to get it everywhere where I want it to be, and then I'm going to be using a beauty blender to buff that all out. I know we've done bronzer already, but I like to go in with a powder again. So this is from MUA Makeup Academy. It is in the shade Sunkissed, and I'm going to be putting that on all the parts that I did with the liquid bronzer. So any low points of my face, any sculpting, as well as any areas where I feel like I need to add a little bit more warmth to my face. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to teach you how to bake. So I'm going in with my Rimmel London Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder, and I'm going to be putting this on all the high points of my face. So that is underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, my chin, my forehead, but I'm also going to use this to help sculpt my face. So I'm going to be using this on the jawline area just to define my jawline a bit more. And then whilst we're waiting for all of that to set, it's time to do a little bit of a sing and dance. So you're welcome. Now that we're well and truly baked, I'm going in with a medium-sized brush and just swiping all of that away. As you can see, parts of my face are a bit more brighter, especially around the jawline area, which was the aim. Okay, now that we're all baked, I'm going to be moving on to blush. I'm going to be using the brand Blush Me in the shade Coral. I'm going to be using Coral because it just suits my skin tone so much better. It complements my skin tone so much better than any other shade. But I'm going to be concentrating this sort of like on my cheekbones and going upwards a little bit. I do put a little bit on my apples on my cheeks, a bit on my nose and my chin because it is still cold outside, so that gives the illusion that I'm a little bit cold. I've gotten a little bit of a cold nose and a cold chin. So I'm getting the Rimmel London Stay Matte Finishing Powder and a big fluffy brush and putting this all over my face. I tend to do this because it feels like my look might be a little bit harsh with the bronzer and the blush, so using this finishing powder I feel like it makes the look more softer, and also this helps blending out the foundation from face to neck. So definitely make sure you blend, otherwise it looks like you've got a mask on with a massive gravy line. It's now time for highlighter, so I'm going in with the Missguided Unicorn Glow highlighter. I'm going to be using the gold one because I just love gold. It's my favorite, so I always gravitate towards it, and it just warms up my face a bit more. So I'm going to put this on the high points of my face, which is my cheekbones, my brow bone, bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my cupid's bow. Moving on to lips, we are nearly there. So I'm grabbing the Lasting Finish from Rimmel London and lining my lips with this. Finally pull the look together, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Unbothered lip gloss and putting this all over my lips. It looks gorgeous, it looks succulent, it looks shiny, it looks mwah, magnifique. Okay, what do we think of the look? It is so pretty. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to do this like sunset moment, and I think I've done a really good job. I think this looks really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to give it a thumbs up for me. Comment something funny, something that happened on your hen, maybe, I don't know. Give me some story times down below. I'm intrigued. Make sure to subscribe as well. Pray for me that my hen isn't too hectic and crazy, but that's the whole point in a hen, but I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, bye my little bees.